Some of us have really dry hands. Some of us have manicured hands. But then there's my fingers. What do your fingers mean? There's 3 types of things I'm going to talk about. What your fingers mean, how your fingers and how they look, what they say about your personality, and what each individual finger means to your personality. So if your fingers are short, that means you like to get a grasp on things. You like to hold on to things. If your fingers are long, they say you're more of a free spirit because you have a wider existence. If your fingers are medium, you're somewhere in between. And if you're thinking, I don't know, look at your neighbor's hand. What are they in comparison to your neighbor's hands? And then there is something else. Oh, the shape of your fingers. The shape of your fingers. Well, my fingers, I think they look normal. But really, if you look at the shape of your fingers, it has something else to do with personality. If your fingers are kind of like a square, they kind of go like this, my thumb's kind of square, it means your personality is kind of square. You think within inside the box. You stay in a controlled form. If your fingers are pointed, I see my index fingers pointed, it goes out like a cone. See, it kind of goes out like a cone. You take your finger and go straight up. That means you are very focused on something. If you're thinking about a fruit tree, a person with a lot of pointed fingers will only see the fruit and not see the whole tree. They're very pointed in what they look at. They're very focused. And then there's the person with the spatulas. Does anybody have a spatula finger? It's a fat finger. It's a flat, not a fat, a flat finger. And somebody with a spatula finger is usually one that is very focused and is very obsessive. If you think of a spatula and spatula cleaning out like a peanut butter dish, and you're taking that spatula and you're going over and over, just like you would if you had a flat finger and you're very much into obsessing and cleaning and being complete. Anybody thinking I'm completely weird right now? It's okay. It's all good. But your fingers really do say a lot about a person. So as you're looking at people and you're thinking, well, that was just like the sloppiest handshake I've ever had, there's more to it than that. Then there's also your actual fingers. So each individual finger has a meaning. Did you realize that? So your thumbs up, these are your optimism. These are your excitement fingers. We get so excited. We used to do, woo, good job, thumbs up, right? This is your authoritative finger. We do this a lot. We point at people. It's your authority. The other finger, is your creativity. I'm sorry. Your middle finger, yes, it's your creativity finger. I also call it your IQ. We've all been known to do it. Does it really mean we're creative? Maybe. Your ring finger is your identity finger. For some of us, we identify with our significant others. That's how we identify ourselves. For some, we don't have anything on that significant ring finger, so we identify with ourselves. But if you think about this particular finger in relationship to the rest of the fingers, you can't actually do anything in particular with this finger. You can't pick up something, you aren't able to move it without the use of another finger. Versus your other fingers, you can easily do something like this. Your ring finger, you can't necessarily do that. And then there's your pinky finger, the last final little pinky finger. Your pinky finger has a relationship to people. If you think about standing here with your hands down to your side, your pinky finger is the one that reaches out to the next person over to you, reaches out to people. This is actually your real relationship finger. Because of your relationship when you pinky swear, everybody's done a pinky swear before? So your pinky is your relationship finger where you are swearing on your relationship with that person that you will hold true to whatever that promise is. So there's some more details as far as your fingers, and if you look at particularly your pointer finger, is your pointer finger curved? If your pointer finger is curved, that says how you react to stress. Or it means you broke your finger when you were in the 4th grade. But for a lot of people, when they're stressed out, they tap their finger. Tapping your finger will actually bend your finger. So keep that in mind. So the next time you're all wondering what exactly is going on with somebody and you're trying to figure out what their personality is, take a look at their fingers. You can tell a lot about their fingers. So That's one way to get another judgment call on somebody. They may have a sloppy handshake, but they may have